I'm about to start a gallbladder liver flush. I like to do it fasting because I've just found that I get more things out of my gallbladder and liver when I do it fasting. So I fast for 3 days. I only drink liquids, so bone broth. I love bone broth anyway, so I drink lots of that. Water with salt, water with a little bit of lemon. I don't drink any juices or anything like that, just basically water, broth, salt, lemon. So I'm starting tomorrow, and I've planned this flush so that I actually flush on the third night, which is the night before the full moon. My parasites tend to be really active starting a week before the full moon, and sure enough, I've been having symptoms of liver flukes. So I upped my dose of praziquantel, and I've been taking it as a powder, and I've been smearing it on my liver in a cream format. So I've been kind of going after those flukes. So I'm going to stay on my parasite medication this time, and I'm going to fast and do the flush the night before the full moon, just to see if that can help me get over some of these parasites and really kind of clean out house. I did my last flush. I guess I'm a little late. I usually do it about every 4 months, and I think I'm at 6 months or so right now. I had some stuff I was working on, and I didn't have time, and um, I need to do it when work is a little bit slow so I can kind of rest if I need to as I get tired from the fasting. So I'm just going to test some of the supplements that I usually take when I do the flush. The first one is malic acid. Usually take 100 milligrams twice a day. So actually, I'm going to have you test my baseline first. Is that good? Okay. And the malic acid.
Yeah, a little stronger.
A little stronger on the malic. Phosphid. These are both just kind of, again, to thin the bile in the liver.
Nope.
Not really testing strong. Okay. Not testing strong or testing the same as baseline doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It just means it's neutral. It's not potentially going to help. It's also unclear. I'm just trying to see if anything is testing really strong, and I want to dose myself on it, because I really want to push on this flush and try and get some of these flukes out, because I've been on praziquantel now for over a year, and I got a lot of flukes out, probably thousands, unbelievable. But I'd like to kind of finish up. I'd like to get some of these last ones out. So I'm trying to see if there's anything I can optimize in my flush this time. So I'll still probably take the phosphid. Long story short, I'll still probably take the phosphid, but I'm going to dose myself at the end on the malic and see if I'm going to bump up my dose or not. So here I've got Chanca Piedra, which is a stone breaker. This one is on the Caliper protocol for worms. I've got Gallbladder ND, a gallbladder sort of homeopathic drainage. Not really. That one I'm not going to take because if my gallbladder's not asking for it, I'm probably not going to take that one. Neem, a liver support in a liquid tincture format. Diatomaceous earth. This is just generally good for detoxification, so I'm just going to see if that's going to help me during my flush with detox whatever's in there. Not really. I'm actually already on this at a tablespoon a day, so because I'm not testing stronger on this, I'm going to just stay at what I'm at. I'm already taking that. I've got some liver chi here. Sometimes when I get stuck in my liver, this can really help.
No.
No. Okay. And while I'm at it, I've got some of the homeopathic terrain remedies. I've got liver terrain just to see if that'll help.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Interesting. And gallbladder terrain.
Nope.
No. So it really seems to be maybe something stuck in my liver. Renalex, which is more for kidney help.
Nope.
And this one is heart terrain. Actually, Renalex and heart terrain I was testing well on the last time I tested for drainage remedies. These were the two that I was testing really well on. So I'm just going through that again. Typically, I find that after I've been on drainage for about a drainage remedy for about a week, approximately, that I tend to unstick whatever was stuck, and that remedy doesn't really help me anymore. So Renalex is out. And heart terrain, that was one I was testing well on last time I tested.
Yes.
Still strong on the heart. So I'll stay on the heart. I'm going to add the liver. The way I take these is usually a couple of drops on the skin. Sometimes we take them orally after I brush my teeth at night before I go to bed. But I find they work really well on the skin, so I just usually go for that. The fast food, I'll do that then at the recommended dose per the gallbladder liver flush. And the malic I was testing stronger on, so let's just verify that. Let's test that one more time.
Yes.
Yes. So I've actually got, this is 500 milligram per capsule. I compounded it down into 100 milligrams here per capsule. Usually in a flush I take 100 milligrams twice a day, so I'm just going to start with that. 2 pills, which is 100 milligrams twice a day.
Yes.
Strong. So I'm going to add 2 more.
That's weaker.
Weaker. Okay, so I'm going to take one away, 300-ish. Actually, they're probably
That's
125.
weaker.
So 2 of them.
Strong.
Okay, so 2 pills twice a day. These are actually compounded. I guess I did compound them into 5 pills, so it's 100 milligrams per pill. So it's 100 milligrams twice a day, which is actually what's recommended on the flush. So I guess I'll stick with that. I'll stick with the fast food. And, the Chencapiedra. I'd be actually curious to dose this. Can you grab a teaspoon and a tablespoon here? He's gonna, we tend to do, 1 dropper, is that right? 1 dropper twice a day is on the CalPER protocol, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 1 dropper twice a day. Can you grab a scissor and get this open for me? So 1 dropper twice a day. I would kind of like to just see, well, maybe we'll just do it by droppers. I would kind of like to see if that's going to be enough, or if I need to do more than 1 dropper twice a day. I should also mention that we are at the full moon minus 4 days here, so we are on the CalPER. We did start the CalPER protocol already, so I am taking this. Is that right?
Yes, as of today.
As of today. So this is a dropper is actually only that much. So 1 dropper, 2 droppers, which is, we'll just dose it by droppers. 2 droppers, which is 2 droppers per day.
Was stronger before.
Stronger before. So let's try the bottle again. So let's just see if maybe we need more. 4 droppers.
Yep.
Okay, so I need more. 4 droppers. Let's go to 5 or 6. Let's go to 5, 6 droppers. No,
It's
okay.
weaker.
So I can't really take this out very well. I guess I could. Let's see if I can take this out easily. There's 1 out. And there's 2 out. So I'm back to 4 droppers here.
Yep.
Yeah,
strong.
so 4 droppers per day. So that's 2 droppers twice a day. So I guess I'll double my dose of Chencapiedra while I'm on the flush. And I start the flush tomorrow morning. So now I kind of have my plan here. And I may test again depending how I'm feeling and what my tongue looks like. I usually look at my tongue for signs of stress. I like to keep the red, pink, perfect tongue if I can, but if it starts to turn black, then I'll start to look for what's stuck in my liver. Maybe tomorrow the liver chi will test well on me, or the day after. So I may test again depending how I feel and how my tongue is looking.